What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Weekly Web Up. It's been a couple weeks. Sorry about that. I'm to blame for that. I was sick, and then I was sadly because we actually lost a Titan. I know you guys gave your views on it, but yeah, we actually lost Stan Lee. Evan, I know. Evan, what's up? So yeah, we got another guest on here, as you can see.
Because Josh is a pussy bitch. He just couldn't be bothered to be on it this week.
Exactly.
Jesus
oh my
Christ.
God, just too good for it. Yeah, we actually have Evan Helton. What's up, man?
Oh, you know.
No, speak to the people at home.
You know,
they're all watching.
Speak.
I mean, you guys know how
your
it
beautiful
is.
face on the screen.
See,
but
they know. They're
You guys know how it is.
But yeah, as I was saying before, we lost a Titan. We lost the great Stan Lee. Stan the man, fucking, I was shocked when it happened. Not shocked, he's in his 90s and everything else. But, what an icon. And, I mean, I knew it was coming, but it's so hard to still talk about that Stan Lee is gone. And I just wanted to say I didn't get my chance to say it on the podcast. But yeah, I'm super sad, obviously, that Stan Lee is gone. I owe so much to this man because a huge inspiration in all his characters that he made me growing up, from how I am as a person, how I dealt with loss, how you deal with love, anger, everything. I owe so much to this man, and yeah, we lost Stan Lee. Evan, you got anything to add to losing the great Stan Lee?
You pretty much said it all. The guy was like an icon. Granted, his age and his health obviously was deteriorating, but he's one of those people. It's like you thought he was almost immortal just because of his mind and what he was capable of. But it definitely shocked me, and it was definitely sad hearing about it, but I expected it to come at some point.
Yeah, and I know they said they filmed his cameos and all that stuff for Avengers 4 and a half, but man, just
I think his cameo all up to Captain, it's in sequence. I think Far From Home.
Far From Home.
I think Far From Home might be the last Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a real tearjerker and all that stuff, but. I would love, getting it before we get into the weekly level up. I would love for an end credit scene if it was Stan Lee in heaven and sitting on the throne with the Infinity Gauntlet or something like that. Feel like a CGI or something. I would love something like that. It'd be pretty sweet. But
before we go a little further, also this week we did lose the studio head of Studio Ghibli, who did Kiki's Delivery Service, Princess Mononoke, Ponyo, all that stuff. And also the creator of SpongeBob.
Yep,
SpongeBob.
Steven Hillenburg, I think is his name.
That sounds right.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'd say it comes in threes, and there it is.
Yeah, but... All right, guys, so going into the weekly web up, like I said, we missed for a couple of weeks, but we're back at it, and a lot of cool shit dropped this week, and the leading story that we want to go with is Daredevil has officially been canceled over at Netflix. Yeah, I was waiting for this. Obviously, we had Luke Cage get canceled, and we had Iron Fist get canceled.
Not in that order.
Yeah, not in that order, but I'm just like, all right, is Daredevil? Everybody's question was, is Daredevil next? Daredevil Season 3 was fantastic. I really love that season. It kind of ended with, a tone shift, but we've gave our thoughts in past podcasts about that. But it was definitely a shocker. Evan, you hear this first time. Daredevil has been canceled on Netflix. That's the lead captain, basically. The leader. The king just died.
Like canceling Iron Man in the MCU.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude kickstarted the whole thing.
Yeah, so what's your first thoughts on this?
Well, I'll tell you how exactly I found out about it. I was sitting in my bed. I don't even remember. I think I was watching a movie, and I just get a text from you to the group chat with me and Chloe, and it said, Daredevil was canceled. And I just stop what I'm doing and I go, fucking excuse me?
Yeah.
But at the same time, with Iron Fist and Luke Cage being canceled, you definitely saw it coming, especially with this Disney streaming thing that they're going to have.
Disney Play.
Yeah. I saw it coming because obviously they have still Jessica Jones and Punisher. And, they're next.
Yeah.
They're next.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still
There's
shocked
blood in the
me.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still shocked me. I figured they'd canceled Jessica Jones first, but...
It's funny because you saying Daredevil being canceled. I even told Jessica, my wife she was laying me next to bed. I was like, they just canceled Daredevil, and I just had a dumbfounded look on my face. Like, they canceled Daredevil, and she's like, bullshit. Because Jessica actually, she doesn't watch many comic book movie shows with me, but she actually watched Daredevil in season 3 for Kingpin mostly. But she was even shocked, and she's not a regular viewer. She's like, no fucking way. But yet, Jake, obviously, man, same question. Daredevil's going on Netflix.
Man, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised. That's how I feel about it. It's obviously Iron Fist, Luke Cage get the can. I know Jessica Jones has a season 3 and the Punisher has a season 2. Like those are I think shot.
Filmed,
they're all ready to go. So they're next. But I think I saw it coming with the ending of season 3. The way that last episode just ties it all up really nicely and with a nice little bow. Like, oh, happy ending, which I didn't expect. So I go, they did this little foresight, probably knowing already. Yeah, they're not going to continue on the Daredevil series. But as you were talking about the Disney Play.
Disney Play, yep.
With that, I don't know what's going on because Netflix owns these shows.
Yep.
So Marvel owns the intellectual properties of Daredevil on the characters, but Netflix owns the shows. I don't know what happens. I was talking to somebody. I don't remember if it was you or not, but it's like they were talking about how after season 3 of Daredevil, Netflix would have had to pay Marvel to keep going. So I don't know how that contract goes, but I also don't know where the legalities lie with. If they were to take this entire cast and crew, take it over to their new Disney Play streaming service, and go, yeah, we're just going to continue the series. I don't know how that works. I don't know how they get the Netflix shows over. How do you strip it of Netflix? As far as I know, this is the end of Daredevil as we know it, at least with Charlie Cox, and they reboot. But this also might mean, because Ike Perlmutter, all the guys who do Marvel television, they do not do anything Marvel film. So I don't know if this means, okay, Daredevil is now a little bit more under the umbrella of the MCU, or if it's a complete lateral move.
Well, that's also another thing, is that these Netflix shows are supposed to be part of this very big, like, Marvel universe, like everything. Supposedly.
I don't think they are. The moment they cast Alfred Woodard and Luke Cage and Civil War, I went, yep, these aren't connected.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the first thing that comes right off the bat. Everybody, of course, we have a season 3 of Jessica Jones is already done and filmed in post-production, and you have Punisher season 2. I can't remember years ago when they first announced that Daredevil was going to Netflix, and I thought, what a genius way for the MCU to have these additional characters and get them presented. But I could have swore at the very beginning, and take this with a grain of salt, but that they signed a 5-season contract for Daredevil. So that makes me wonder if Disney has somehow bought out their contract with Netflix to not have these other 2 seasons.
It's not like they don't have the money, but I don't remember ever hearing a 5-season deal.
It's like I said, I could have swore I heard it was a 5-season with Daredevil. Now, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
It could have just been 5 seasons. And that's it. Like 5 seasons, that would make sense. You get 2 Daredevil seasons, Jessica Jones, an Iron Fist, and or Luke Cage, and then Defenders.
And then Punisher, and so on and so on.
But
also with that, the characters that they actually got with that was Moon Knight, and what we never seen the Moon Knight series. And
don't think
Blade,
we ever will.
Yeah, or Blade, and that was the other character too, was Blade. So we never got those series. So that makes me think. I don't know if somehow, and this isn't confirmed or not confirmed, that they are going to continue this somewhere else. That has not been announced or anything else. And
not as of yet, but they did come out and say, Marvel came out and said, we look forward to more Man Without Fear in the future.
And yes,
so I'm just going, okay.
Yep, exactly.
They have plans for Daredevil. I'm sure they have plans with these other characters, but I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, and a lot of people, the first complaint that comes out was, they're going to take away the violence. They're going to put this on the Disney Play.
So sick of hearing that.
And thank you. Everybody was just panicking. Oh, they're going to water down Punisher, make him kid friendly, things like that. No, I think if they do this Disney Play service, they're going to do the same exact what Netflix does. When you go to Netflix, you have icons you pick from. You have a kids Netflix, and you have the regular Netflix or adult Netflix. Is that what you want to call it? They could call it like Disney Play Adult Night. You know how like
Disney Play Plus,
Nick at Night shit. Like it was more adult oriented.
Right.
So you could possibly still continue with that. So I don't think anything's going to happen if they go to Disney Play.
I don't know.
I don't think you hit the panic button.
I'm not panicking. Yeah, I'm just saying. I think people can be skeptical about it. I don't think people should go full on like panic mode. But I have skepticism about it. Like I know you and Chloe were messaging each other about it in the group chat, and I had my like skepticisms about just for the fact that I know Disney, how they've taken a lot of the. I think maybe with Star Wars, especially. Well, this is not Star Wars. This is Marvel.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
No, I know, but I think there's just some parallels with it, and I think.
Your warriors are there. Is that basically you're saying? Yeah, I get it.
Mine aren't because they used to own smaller production companies like Millennium Films. They would do R-rated films.
Yes.
Now it's Disney owned. If you were to take over something like Punisher, Daredevil, Deadpool, for instance, you're not going to not do R-rated. You're not going to do what it made it popular.
Yeah.
That'd be a stupid
Thank
business
you.
decision.
Yeah, like that's with Disney. I'm like Disney
smart business
loves
people.
making money.
Yeah.
You're not going to ruin the cycle that got you there to make money at the success off that. You're not going to ruin that. So don't worry about that. So on the subject of Daredevil, I think it sucks that Daredevil is canceled. Obviously, everybody was a big bummer.
But hey, we got a nice little cute ending, which that was like one of the worst parts of the season.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree. But as they develop the characters and stuff, and you kind of got into it a little bit, is this the end? Are we going to get a recast if they continue Daredevil in the future?
Dude, I don't know. Like, I don't want them to because I love Charlie Cox's Daredevil. But at the same time, I don't like that costume. I want I want the real classic red horn costume, and I hate the way that costume looks. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they redesign and just keep it. But with the way you hit that bullseye at the very end of the season, it makes me go, there's something there. There's definitely something to continue there. So hopefully they decide whatever they have to work out as far as Netflix, like, hey, we're going to take this over. But
like Vincent D'Onofrio went to Twitter and said, Daredevil was canceled. He not necessarily said, oh yeah, it's officially done and everything. I don't know if they're just trying to put on their best poker face because they know something's going on behind the scenes.
Well, that does make me think because I think that they knew this was a done deal before season 3 came out and ended, and D'Onofrio was out like, I think Kingpin needs to fight Spider-Man.
Yep.
And I go, if I think back now, well, if he was saying that back then, who knows? Who knows they've got in the plans and who they've got in the works.
Yep. And so
or the next phase of the MCU is street level heroes.
Yeah,
what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah, and another complaint that everybody was saying, this Disney play, like, it's gonna have too much material. If you think about it, you have, I don't know, Peaky Blinders, Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things. If you're going to another streaming service, like, you're gonna overload it. Fuck no, you're not. I mean, Netflix has hundreds of TV shows that are still popular and you're throughout the year. Does Disney play to, it's going to fit in there. You have the Mandalorian that's coming out on there, and then...
oh, come on. Really?
Nope.
No way.
They're trashing my character.
Anyway, so how are they trashing your character?
It's not about Boba Fett.
It's still a Mandalorian.
I don't give two rats a ass.
Did you ever watch the Clone Wars, the animated series?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, did you hate that because there was no Boba Fett?
There was Boba Fett in it.
It's a baby Boba Fett.
You told me
the Mandalorians and Death Watch weren't cool?
Oh, no, yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, exactly. There you go. You're going to get a live action version of it.
But it's not my character.
You're going to be all over that shit when it comes out.
Will.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just like everybody's saying, like, Disney is going to have too much on the streaming service, and there's no way they're going to put those on. No, they're not. Yes, they are. There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
There's like,
what are you talking about? Like, I'm sorry, but I think a lot of other streaming services are about to lose a lot of business.
Yeah,
because I think with the Disney one, you've got everything.
They're coming out swinging.
You'll have everything.
You'll have all your animated movies. You'll have, I'm trying to think.
Every live action, you'll have almost pretty much everything Fox owns.
Yeah.
I mean, good
now,
God.
if this does go over to Disney Play, and we know that Disney's coming out swinging with this.
There's another thing to think about, just real quick, but everyone's like, oh, Disney. Dude, they're going to own Family Guy, The Simpsons, Futurama, all those things. Those will end up being on Disney Play.
Yeah.
Those are not kid-friendly shows. I mean, kids watch them because they're cartoons, but they're very adult-oriented.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so my point to that, too, is I actually see this as a positive if they take these shows, because what was one of the things that we were complaining about Jessica Jones Season 2 and Iron Fist? It was quality. Yeah. It was quality. And with Disney Play that they're coming out swinging, they're with the big dogs, that they could get better writers on this to get these characters
they also won't have
out.
13 episode mandated seasons too. They'll go, look, our story that we want to tell, it only needs seven episodes to do.
Exactly. It's going to be a lot balanced. I see this as a positive. And like I said, with the violence and everything with Punisher and everything else, I don't think that's going anywhere. Nobody needs to hit the panic button on that. I think if you have a cycle of success, why would you change it? And just why would
Disney did not become the juggernaut they are by being stupid business people.
Yeah.
Like, that's just another thing people need to... Like, they just associate the word Disney with kid friendly, and that's it. That's about as far as their thinking is allowed to go for them, and it's just simply not true.
Yep. But yeah, that's it sucks. Anything to add of Daredevil being canceled over at Netflix?
Bunch of shit.
Yep. We'll see what the future holds.
Hashtag bring back Charlie Cox.
Yeah, bring back Charlie Cox. And that's another thing we saw with the characters too.
And D'Onofrio.
Of course, D'Onofrio.
Karen
Exactly.
Page, kill it.
It's just like, oh my god, you have the most iconic villains like Vincent D'Onofrio. That's what sucks about it. But not panicking yet. So here we go. But moving on to that, we're going to stay in the Marvel Universe, and that's going on too. We actually have reviews finally for our film that's actually going to release here soon.
This is Marvel Universe adjacent, I'd say, compared to what we're just talking about.
So it seems like Sony's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse reviews have officially come out for the movie, and to say they're pretty good. Is that understatement?
they're all right.
I don't know. Yeah,
they're all right. I mean, it's just a big old whopping 100% Rotten Tomatoes with 50+ views.
I've seen better.
But yeah, fuck you, Josh. I mean, I know you're hearing that, but
film draft stuff, guys.
Film draft stuff.
Yeah.
It just cheap shots, bastard. But yeah, it seems like 50+ reviews, like I said before, on Rotten Tomatoes, 100%. Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, holy fuck.
That's some like Paddington numbers right there.
Exactly. And so, Jake, man, you hear it, man. Take it away. What do you think of it?
I think it's inevitable that Venom comes into this conversation sooner or later, so we just might as well break the seal. So, yeah, I think what this means for Sony is that they feel like they've got a really good handle on their Spider-Man universe right now. And I think good for us Marvel fans in the MCU, despite they feel they don't need Spider-Man. Live-action Spider-Man movie doesn't need to happen. They're going to make money. They're going to be successful. They're going to do what they want to do. So that's great. I think Tom Holland's safe. Venom made more money than Wonder Woman. Was it deserved? No. It wasn't.
Yeah, I even posted about that. I was like, if you told me 2 months ago that Venom was going to make $825 million, yeah. I probably would have laughed in your face. Yeah. Now I'm in the mirror laughing at I'm in the mirror laughing at myself now. So
yeah.
So such bullshit.
Yeah, we got a Wonder Woman fan. But no, at the same time, like I've been looking forward to this into the Spider-Verse movie. So I'm excited for it. I want to see it. I didn't stay tuned for the after credits scene Venom because I didn't want an entire scene out of context. I just want to go and see the movie. But
there's no point in even like watching the post-credit scene because I don't think anything will come out of it.
Yeah.
Well, no, not the Carnage one. They did like a post-credit scene.
It was like
a full like I don't know 5 minutes from Into the Spider-Verse, and I didn't want to see that, so I just walked out. But
he didn't know that.
Yeah,
this is news to me.
So, but the only thing I'm excited for the movie. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be something that I don't have to take too seriously, which I'm glad. It doesn't look like it's taking itself too seriously. Great.
Peter Porker kind of
Spider-Ham is
definitely
self-seriousness goes out the window with a talking, Spider-Ham. But then the only other thing is Jake Johnson as Peter Parker. And even in the trailers, it's just still weird.
I'm sorry, I love it.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like I just hear.
I get what you're saying.
From the New Girl, and I just go.
He's so goofy.
Yeah, but I'm excited about it. I think Miles Morales. It's long overdue for him to get some love on the big screen. So hell yeah, bring it on. Sony. Maybe they're learning they're learning from past mistakes. But then I think they want a live action Morbius with Jared Leto. So maybe not. I don't know.
And that's going to production. He just shaved his big massive beard too. So
yeah,
random facts.
How do you feel, Evan?
Ethan.
Yep.
Hit us.
I'm happy about it. He said it earlier. It's like you don't have to take it too seriously, which is very true. I think with all these like big name Marvel movies that come out, like Infinity War, you name it, like you expect so much of it.
Yeah.
This one you can just kind of sit back and relax, it seems, and just kind of enjoy it.
Yep.
You're not expecting anything off the top to happen, and I say the rating obviously gives me the satisfaction in saying that I like want to go see it and have it seems like it's going to be a good time, obviously, with all the reviews in. So
yeah. That's pretty unprecedented, man. Like 50 reviews and no rotten reviews.
The last movie I seen that had 50+ reviews and was at 100%.
I'm not saying unprecedented, but it's rare.
Yeah, well, it was Get Out. And Get Out ended up being 99%.
Yeah.
So one bastard put a Rotten Tomato
What a
review.
that racist piece of shit.
So, but yeah.
I think the only other thing about that also stands out with this movie, I'll say, that actually kind of caught me off guard is the animation style.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's actually like a comic book. Almost.
It is. It's very different. It's not some Pixar knockoff. It doesn't feel like some Illumination knockoff. Yeah. It very much feels like its own thing.
Yeah, well, that's like before we started this podcast, I watched like the 2-minute clip that's out there, and you can check it out. It felt like Iron Giant, but with like live action motion, and if that makes sense. I don't know.
The thing is, it's got like this really kind of choppy motion to it, but it works, but it's almost jarring when you first see it. But I'm sure once you settle in,
it's sort of like stop motion. It seems to me, but it's like better than stop motion.
Well, I think it's like one of those. This is a totally weird comparing these two movies, but it was kind of like when we watched Mandy. Like how that movie was shot, your eyes have to visually adjust to what's happening. Like
I can get behind that. Yeah,
and then I feel like the Spider-Verse is gonna be the same thing. Like at first, I was like, I don't know if I can do this with Mandy, and then I got into it and we were good to go. So I feel like Spider-Verse is gonna be the same thing. I know two different tone movies there.
Yeah.
I think this is a good sign, good testing waters of a way where, hey, we're gonna test Miles Morales, but we're not gonna take a big huge hit for it, like money wise. And
I'll tell
that's
you what, this movie is gonna make money.
Oh, it's gonna make money. But like I said, if hey, let's attend it. It's kind of like Deadpool. Fox said, okay, you want to do an R-rated comic book film, you're getting like peanuts. We're gonna give you a $55 million budget on a comic book movie. Yeah. Good luck. And then you did the test.
Well, I also think it tests waters on like some aspects that are hard to grasp upon, like when it comes to like comics. I mean, of course, we understand what the Spider-Verse is and everything like that, but the average moviegoer or something like that, or just like a younger kid doesn't necessarily know it.
Yeah.
So you're introducing a different concept to a larger crowd than just us here at the comic shop. And they do it a lot with some stuff. Like they just try to implement like little small pieces of a very big concept, which they did over time with the MCU with the Infinity Gauntlet, or just like the gems. It's like it's a gradual, like just stepping stones. Basically.
Well, it's not just a cool thing too, because we rewind all the way back to the beginning of the year. To have an African character on screen, and then Miles Morales is African, and what else?
He's Puerto Rican and African American.
Yeah, and there we go. And then so it's cool. It's like kids. It's inspiration for young African American kids to see that, and then it's like, fuck yeah, I can be a hero and all that stuff. So that's more uplifting.
Shamar Moore, I think that's his name, right?
Yep.
Dude, or Shamik Moore. That's right.
Yeah,
Shamik Moore, the kid from Dope.
Yep.
Dude, what a great voice cast for that character too.
Yeah, and then I'm sorry, but I loved Haley Steinfeld for the voice for Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great choice. But speaking of that,
John Mulaney, I'll also add in there.
Yep.
Perfect pick. Perfect
Love
pick.
it.
For who?
Spider-Ham.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All I hear though is, I don't know if you watch Big Mouth on Netflix. All I hear is Andrew Glauber.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, even with these great, awesome reviews, and the movie hasn't even come out, they've already confirmed a sequel for this movie, and then also a spin-off of female
they confirmed with the title. I was gonna say, I thought the sequel / spin-off was gonna be like, it's a Spider-Gwen's gonna be getting her own
it's
thing,
the female heroes, but there's actually a sequel to this.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty impressive that they even know themselves, Sony, that this thing's gonna make some bang.
Oh yeah, that's like saying Black Panther wasn't going to do good. You knew going in that.
Well, that was the MCU. That's just given.
Well, I mean that, and then also just like it's.
I mean, if it was like a DC movie, it wouldn't.
Well, with that sequel announced, I like the one person I wanted to see on screen, because like I said, you have Spider-Pig in there, you have Spider-Man, you have these different versions of Spider-Man. I get it, it's cool.
Nick Cage is Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah. And then I thought it would have been cool if I wanted to see Superior Spider-Man. Like Doc Ock.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that without.
I think you do that in the sequel. I think you have a good Spider-Man.
Scarlet Spider would be cool.
Scarlet Spider
would be cool too.
Yeah, see, I think you got to do Scarlet Spider before Superior, because you got to introduce the idea of clones in general.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited for this movie. I'm curious where it ends up as far as box office. It's coming out like a week before this just like giant clusterfuck of Christmas movie slates. But I'm going, this is gonna do crazy money, I think, that first weekend, but then you head into Aquaman and Mary Poppins and Bumblebee and Mortal Engines.
Yeah, and
it's about to be a battle royale.
Oh man, this thing's gonna be, and that's the thing. Like, nobody is gonna be taking a huge piece of the pie. Everyone's gonna be taking a hit because all these movies are coming out. But they're lucky because they're getting out like a week before it.
Yep. The thing too, we already got a little bit to this, was the animation. I think it looks gorgeous. I mean, a good way. They're already talking that possibly, Academy Award season is coming up, and possibly for Animation of the Year. So that's some pretty big,
What are the big animations coming out? Like Wreck-It Ralph 2, Incredibles 2. Yeah, dude, I don't know.
It's going to be tough, but that'd be another nod to this film and how impressive that is.
Even just to get a nomination would be.
Well, yeah, the testing waters. You get a nomination for an Oscar. That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's all you got to put. Oscar nominated into the Spider-Verse.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
and so. This is the big question I want to ask you guys. So this is, we're going to call this the testing waters for Miles Morales. So I've said this in the past. What if Sony used Miles Morales in a live action for Sony?
Garbage.
Don't think they'll do it.
And they leave Peter Parker over in the MCU.
Unless you call him something completely different. Like, not completely, but just don't call him Spider-Man. I don't see it happening. I don't see Marvel being like, look, we're making Spider-Man movies with you guys. You're not going to be making Spider-Man movies about a different character. You're about to screw it up. You're about to mess up with general audiences. You're going to confuse them. I don't see it happening.
Well, that's
Unless you just call him Spider, Spidey. I don't know, the Spider, something different. But
that's like, you ask people all the time, like, oh, these movies are MCU, these are not, and they're like, but what about
Batman.
What about?
You know what I mean? You're just like,
or they're like,
Jesus.
what about Venom? And like, Venom isn't a part of the MCU.
Right.
It's just like a Sony-made
You're
movie
explaining
about Spider-Man villains.
Explain the structure
And
to the regular movie.
It confuses them.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know why Sony thinks it's smart. They just are trying to make money, obviously. That's what it is. And it's you're going to confuse so many people.
I think if they continue on the animated Spider-Verse, right? Continue on that, you're cornering a market. There's not a big animated superhero market out there in film.
Yep.
You know, you just keep doing that, keep putting that out. You're never going to confuse an audience what's going on with the MCU and what's going on in Miles Morales' daily life because it's all animated. You'll never confuse the two. And there is a complete lack of superhero animated movies right now. I say you stick to your guns, keep doing that, just keep making money.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to answer the question the same way. I was just going to say if you've basically struck gold with this, then why would you try to?
Now I'm curious. My question to you guys: where do you think? How much does this movie make? End of its box office run. What's it making worldwide?
Worldwide, I think it's hitting in the $700 million range.
Okay,
I would guess about the same amount.
I was gonna go higher. I was gonna go probably
Really?
850. Yeah,
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it makes them. I think the movie is coming out of December, making the most money.
That doesn't sound
Spider-Verse,
crazy.
and I think it's Mary Poppins.
That doesn't sound crazy because evidently worldwide everybody has a taste for Venom. So why not have actual success for Spider-Man film? So I get it. Yeah, that's not too far-fetched. But yeah,
but that would mean it would make more than both Deadpool movies.
That's fine.
All right, just to let you know.
Hey, I'm a comic book film. Love Deadpool, but I'm
cool.
always rooting for films. I mean, fuck, I'm rooting for
Not if they're bad.
Josh is in the fantasy thing.
Yeah.
Killing me. Anyways, it's awesome. Obviously, it's an understatement that we are very excited about this, and then even more excited with these reviews that are coming in. I don't know the release date on that. That should show us up.
December 14th.
December 14th. There we go.
We got you.
I'm so
also written up on the whiteboard.
I'm so unprofessional. Anyways, so moving on to the next one, we're staying in the Marvel Universe. And that would be that Jude Law's character in Captain Marvel has been leaked.
Supposedly
Been leaked.
Wait, what? This?
You're dropping knowledge, man.
Yep.
Come on. That's why you let me on the podcast
Should've
and
worn a
learn shit.
knowledge-proof vest, bro.
Boom. So I don't butcher this name, but there is actually a pop image that leaked, and it was
Jan Rog.
Jan Rog.
And then it was also called Star Commander.
Oh, yep.
And it's him in a full Kree outfit.
The only little bit I know, and then you can pick up right where I left off. The little I know is that he's a jealous Kree officer, and then ended up stranding in Marvel on Earth, and he's basically kind of responsible for giving Captain Marvel her powers.
Yeah, so what he did, he becomes a villain named Magnetron. Terrible name. I'm glad they're not.
That's a transformer right there.
Right, yeah, exactly. And so what he does is he creates this device, and Captain Marvel gets caught in the blast, as well as Carol Danvers, and it's what transfers his Kree powers and DNA into Carol Danvers. He's the one responsible for that. So that is who Jan Rog is in the comics. Yeah.
And I'll bring it up in editing, but I'll say it audio-wise now. Spoiler alert, and possibly for the Captain Marvel film with these details that came out. But Evan, you seem like that. A lot of people were saying that. Oh yeah, it's Jude Law's
which means, by the way, I don't know if I said it translates it or not. He was a villain in the comics. A villain, not a hero.
Villain.
I don't know if that. I forget if I said that.
So you hear about this? Cool. This little pop image leaks. Are you buying it? Are you a little curious about it?
Hell no.
No,
I don't. No, I'm not interested.
Not interested at
No.
all?
you're not interested. In what sense? What aren't you interested in?
It just doesn't pique my interest.
The movie in general?
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
The movie I'm excited for either way. It's an MCU movie, so of course I'm excited. I will say though, I've never been a huge Captain Marvel fan. I was just kind of like, eh. It was kind of like how it used to be about Superman for us. It's like, they're super powerful. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, it's cool.
Can't make someone very boring.
I don't find the depth of the character. I don't see too much depth in the character. That's just me.
You're completely right because they're trying so hard to add that to her now lately when before she was just fine.
Yeah, it's sort of like how in Man of Steel where they tried to make Superman a more relatable character, which to me sort of worked, but to me, Captain Marvel, there's just not much there for me. But I'm so excited.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of people were thinking just Jude Law was Marvel. That's who he was going to play. Yeah. It's never been confirmed, but we were all like, this is kind of one of the worst kept secrets going on right now. Well, him coming out as possibly being Jan Rog, it's like, well, that completely changes what I thought the dynamic of the movie would be, which would him being kind of a mentor type role to, and just straight up good guy, because in the comics, Captain Marvel is one of the most wholesome dudes in the Marvel Universe, dies of cancer. His death he's stayed dead since the 70s, and it's something you just don't touch. Now I'm going, is this guy a villain? Is this a bad guy? It seems like in the movie she's lost her memory. She doesn't know who she is. She thinks she's full Kree. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. She's having flashbacks of Earth. How does he factor into all this? How is he partly responsible? Is Marvel even in this movie? Me and Josh were even toying with the idea they combined Marvel and Jan-Rog, which I'd be really pissed off if they did that. Like the last time they combined a villain like that was in Iron Man 2 with Whiplash. You combined Cribbins and Dynamo with Whiplash, and it just went over like a fucking lead balloon. Yeah. So I don't want them to do that, so it makes me think, is Captain Marvel a character they're keeping under wraps? Are they not going to include him at all? Is he a sequel kind of guy? Like, what is happening in this movie now? So it piques my interest in the sense that now there's more mystery to it, whereas before I thought it was going to be very much more of a straightforward type of movie.
Well, it's obviously saying what that is, it could he still be Captain Marvel and just be a Skrull and just like trying to manipulate Carol Danvers? I
mean, it's possible. It is. I don't know. It's possible.
It's hard for me.
Shapeshifters, who knows?
Yeah. For me, it just, I don't know. It's hard for me to pinpoint exactly what they're going to do. I want to also, like with what he says, like you kind of thought it'd be like a straightforward movie. Like when you think, oh, he's Marvel, so you think it'd be straightforward. But now with all that coming,
it's very predictable, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a much more predictable type movie, and if this is true, if that is Jan-Rog, where they're still keeping, Jude Law under wraps, and his pop just hasn't been released for all I know. Fuck if I know.
Yeah.
This kind of throws a wrench into what I thought was going to be just a pretty straightforward origin film, kind of like Black Panther. Yeah. I'm not expecting a whole lot from Captain Marvel. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much expecting it to be on par with Black Panther. I liked it, didn't love it.
Yeah. It's one of the things like in the past is with the leading origin film here lately with Marvel is playing it safe. I want something like you're introducing a new character, but you're also taking chances at the same time. Like Captain America: The First Avenger. It was kind of safe. Like I said, good movie. I liked it, but Winter Soldier, you just took a different turn in it.
Ante in
that exactly.
Movie.
And you took a chance, and it paid off. And that's what I love. They do these films.
Yeah. Say what you want about Iron Man 3. Did the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like some people didn't like it, but yeah, you're absolutely right. And then you go with Civil War, and you continue
or
from
Ragnarok,
there. And then you go into Infinity Wars. Yeah. You're like, we're gonna make this the villains movie instead of a team movie that everybody's so used to.
Yeah.
I hope I get this. With this little twist like here, it shows me that the Captain Marvel, they're trying something that, yes, there's a lot of pressure behind this for Marvel because this is their first female-led superhero film.
I think they got to blow this shit out of the water.
And you do something unique at the same time.
Yeah.
I think you should do that. So that actually gives me a little hope. And then also, this little detail that just made me geek out a little bit. When along with those pops being released, they actually released Carol Danvers in her Kree suit. They actually had the helmet, but it actually had the classic costume with the helmet too. So
yeah, they have that's
with
the Chase variant. Yeah. And then they also did one of her on a motorcycle in just regular clothes.
Yeah, that was weird.
Was dumb. You're not gonna make any money on that, Funko. What are you, retarded? I'm sorry.
And then it just like as far as the pops are releasing, that's what I expected. But this was definitely Jan-Rog.
Jan-Rog, yeah.
So, with them releasing that definitely piqued. I'm like, okay, are we expecting? It's a damn good twist,
right? And and this also confirms, which I don't know, I'm sure people have talked about, but like in the comics, there are two different types of Kree. They're like the blue-skinned Kree and then the white-skinned, human-looking Kree. Well, we know that Ronan is a blue-skinned Kree. Yeah. He's going to be in the movie.
I'm stoked as shit for that.
Korath is going to be in the movie too.
Excited for that.
And so I don't know. This movie is going to be interesting. It's got to carry the torch from Avengers Infinity War, and it's also got to be kind of like the prelude to Avengers 4. So it's got that weird role to play. So this might not be our typical movie, but from the trailer they've dropped, nothing is jumping out at me going, it's a completely different type of movie.
Yeah. And another thing too you say with that, because obviously we have Ronan and Korath is in there as well, is you're basically in...
I think Taserface is actually, like before he becomes Taserface, is actually in this movie.
Yeah, really? Pretty sure. Well, my point to that is you're playing with some very touchy waters there, because we know how in the past with other franchises you do basically a prequel and you mess with stuff that doesn't make sense, and they can
got a very narrow window to play with.
Exactly. So you be very careful what they're doing, and like I said, I absolutely have hope in Marvel and whatever they do. So that'll be another thing they're trying to juggle. Do something unique with the film. You have your first female lead, and this is technically kind of a prequel because it's taking place in 1995.
Well, I don't think the whole thing's taking place in the 90s. It looks like it's jumping between times.
Time jumps.
It looks like it might be jumping between modern day, and I mean, it's very possible this movie ends the same way, the end credit scene from Ant-Man and the Wasp, like a snap, and Carol's like, the fuck is going on? Let me check my beeper.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of people are trying to question how they're going to make Captain Marvel tie into her relation with Thanos, because people think there's supposed to be some connection between her and Thanos, which I don't think.
I don't see it.
I don't see it. And then people are telling me as well, they're like, oh, the Black Order might show up as well. I go, where are you coming up with these? Like,
the Black Order, maybe, because they do some of Thanos' bidding, so maybe. And then, of course, everyone's got that Cull Obsidian's got her little sash on him. In Infinity War, there's that theory going on, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because I actually think at the end of this film we will see Thanos. I think Thanos is going to show up with the Black Order.
Hopefully, he shows up in his classic armor.
If Thanos shows up with the Black Order, I will shit my pants in that theater.
I think what's going to happen, I don't know, and like I said, this could take it with a grain of salt, but is the Kree, Ronin's planet being destroyed by Xandar. Yeah. I think Thanos actually did it.
No, yeah, they confirmed it though. They said that in Infinity War.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just like it's going to be cool to see that though. It's just like with Thanos and the Black Order.
Thanos.
That's like present day. Yeah.
I was like, because Thanos destroyed the Xandar.
With the Power Stone.
Yeah. So it just like it's going to be cool to actually see that stuff, and then like you said, what is the motivation to bring her into Avengers 4? What is this transition? There's millions of questions, but
because when you throw her into like Avengers 4, like if she's just there because she's like, oh yeah, she hasn't seen Thanos or anything like that. I was like, that'd be a little silly. Not silly, but it wouldn't. It would give more depth.
Yeah, it's like asking an example with like Black Panther. Like he's not just chucked in there. There was a purpose in Civil War why he was there.
Yeah,
and then it transitioned with it. Yeah, exactly. You have to have that smooth transition. Totally agree.
I like that idea. But I also don't want in Avengers 4 for Carol to come in and she be the one that takes out Thanos. I'm like, you've had 10 years of building up.
Yeah,
and you're bringing this chick in 2 months before this movie, and she's the one. No.
I also agree. She should not be the secret weapon or anything like that.
Exactly. She should maybe have knowledge on how to take him down or something, but it should be whoever's defeating Thanos taking like the final blow.
I hope it's Thor.
It's got to be.
I hope it's Stark.
It's got to be one of the four: Stark, Tony,
Cap,
Stark. I just keep wanting to say Iron Man, Cap, Thor, and Hulk. One of those four has to just like. I mean, we know Hulk needs his rematch. Like he needs to beat some fucking Thanos ass. But then the other thing I was gonna say that I can't remember anymore. Oh, no, Magnetron, that's the name of the character, right? We also see in the shot in the trailer where she's like hanging upside down. Looks like she's kind of like magnetized to those little ball things, like kind of like the Incredibles in 1. Maybe that's Jude Law's character, Jan-Rog, wiping her memory, or infusing her with Kree DNA. I don't know. There's just so much shit now that I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yep. So all our questions will be answered on March 8th, 2019.
March 7th, because I'm going to be seeing it that
Or more questions be raised.
Touche. Anyways, let's go on to the
nothing to say.
The final talking point we want to talk about is
staying in the Marvel universe.
We're actually going over a little bit of anime, and that's with the Dragon Ball Super trailer. Broly trailer. Fuck, I fucked that all up. Try it again. Take 2. Dragon Ball Super Broly trailer dropped. Obviously you can see that we're all huge fans of this. Jake, you seen this trailer before we got on here? It's fresh in your mind. What'd you think of it, buddy?
I don't know. I got some mixed feelings about it, to be honest. They released the new trailer that Gogeta is going to be a part of this. I don't want that. I just don't. I don't want to think that either Vegeta or Goku cannot beat Broly on their own. I don't like that. Oh, we got to fuse to take him down. Why is Broly so strong? That was one thing we never really learned in the original Broly series. So if they're gonna do that, they better tell us why. A damn good reason as to why Broly's so damn strong.
Well, you're getting right into it. So yeah, I'm split on it.
I mean, it's cool to see Gogeta, but I don't want him to. I don't want that for Broly.
I totally get that. That's kind of the worry I had with. Okay, I love Dragon Ball Z, but they had to fuse to go against the enemy, and like somebody defeat them on your own. And we've expressed this in the past. I just want Vegeta to get his due.
Yes, Vegeta on needs his comeuppance.
Yeah, it just on his own defeat Broly or something like that. I mean, it's a fucking Prince.
Oh,
of
and
Saiyan.
Vegeta goes Super Saiyan God.
Yeah,
You know, there's
that
a
was
new
pretty
development. Then you also see Goku being sent to Earth in little baby Saiyan armor. I didn't like that.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Don't rewrite history, man. Come on. You don't have to put him in. When Grandpa Gohan found him, he was not in Saiyan armor, and you can't ever retcon that. Like, you can't go and fucking George Lucas the prequel shit that way. You know?
My thing too is like, was that did we know that was Goku though?
Absolutely, it's Goku's haircut.
You don't think
Come
it was
on,
Broly?
man. No, it was Goku.
Ah.
It's Goku's little hair. Okay, I fine. You might. Okay, sure. I can see it. It's a possibility it was Broly, but it looked like it had Goku's little haircut on him. But if they sent him, because in the first trailer we also saw Bardock and his wife like, bye Goku. It was very Jor-El and Lara like sending Superman off,
I was just fucking with you. It's probably is Goku.
It probably is Goku. But like, I also don't want that. I don't want to see Bardock be this like caring, doting father. He was a piece of shit. Let him be a piece of shit.
Yeah, that was one of my bullet points. It's like, I want dickhead Bardock.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't change that. I mean, I get it. They're
I got a
changing
statue of him.
Yeah. So I know they were doing the whole. You have a. What was I gonna do? Like fucking Goku crying next to Broly in the original Broly movie. That was his motivation. Like that's something you definitely need to change. But don't change dickhead Bardock.
No, don't do that. And don't introduce the mom. You don't need to introduce the mom. That's not something I ever wondered. Hey, who's his mom?
I kind of did. I was just like, who's Goku's mother?
Dude was just saying pussy all the time, man. He's just like, who's Raditz's mom? I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Evan, sorry, buddy.
He's not a Dragon Ball fan,
I know you're not a Dragon Ball fan. Partake in any of this?
Is this something that you would at all be interested in watching?
No.
Okay.
The animation look pretty?
I haven't watched any Dragon Ball anything in my whole life.
In your whole life?
I don't watch anime.
Okay, so you're doing it wrong, but...
The only anime I've ever watched is Tokyo Ghoul.
I never watched Tokyo Ghoul. Dragon Ball Z is the only... Dragon Ball and Z are the only I've ever watched either.
Check out One Punch Man. It's pretty good. It's on Netflix.
The only other one I want to watch that, and I want to watch Death Note. Those are the only... Or Cowboy Bebop. I've seen Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. Lupin the Third. You ever seen that?
Huh?
Lupin the Third?
No.
Anyways, this is Dragon Ball Z. This is
back in the Dragon Ball Z.
Go.
They said the whole, basically give out some of the theme of what this is, obviously in the trailer, but it's going to be about the Saiyans. It's going to focus on the origins of the Saiyans and the strength.
We already kind of know.
We kind of know,
saga.
but that's why I'm really curious with that. And how much are you going to keep, like you said, Broly hearing Goku cry next to him? They're
I don't
obviously
care about
changing
that. I don't need that.
But I'm saying, just what are they changing structure-wise? Obviously, they've not made GT canon in the Super Series, so what else have they changed in this world?
Well, they've obviously given him a new outfit. I kind of miss the almost genie look of Broly from before, but fine, put him in some Saiyan armor, whatever. Give him a big old scar on his face, whatever.
Yeah, and then you got to a little bit before, they gave like a small description of, I guess, how you say it, G-I-N-E, a genie? Is that, I'm guessing, Goku's mother's name?
Oh, yeah, I think it was right.
Yeah, and they said she has a kind personality, which is rare for Saiyans. And I'm like, fuck, that means not dickhead Broly.
No, but you know what that also... No, you mean Bardock.
Bardock, sorry.
But that also means that they're going to say, oh, well, Goku got his kind-hearted nature from his mother. No, he got that from Grandpa Gohan.
Grandpa Gohan,
God damn
thank you.
I don't want that shit.
And then it was kind of leaked too, because I guess over in Japan they have like trading cards that's related to this movie and like that. And I guess there was a card inside the deck with Tarble. And if people don't know who Tarble is, he's actually the brother of Vegeta. So they're actually going to make that canon.
Are they really?
Yeah. So that got me really excited. But the big question too is Raditz going to be canon?
Well, of course he's canon. I mean, he's in the very first season of Dragon Ball Z.
He is, but with this, with Super and everything else, I don't know what time period this takes place. Are they changing something with that? I would love to see the return of Raditz.
I'd like to see Raditz too, but he'd be a kid.
Yeah, I like to see it.
Yeah, well, if they don't, it doesn't mean he's not canon anymore either.
Well, back on the Tarble subject, he actually exists out there. He's not
a younger
dead.
Or older brother?
He's younger.
Okay.
Maybe a younger brother, because like King Vegeta thought he wasn't compatible, like a combat Saiyan. Right. So he sent him off to another planet.
See, King Vegeta's a dick, make Bardock a dick.
So that's pretty cool that they would tease something like that, because we see Tarble show up. Like, hey, I want to prove my father wrong. I'll fight my brother and prove I am a warrior Saiyan or something like that.
What if he's actually one that goes Super Saiyan God? It's not even Vegeta.
That'd be awesome.
It's just his little brother, and Vegeta's just like, you motherfucker, like everybody.
Just pissed off the world.
Yeah.
And another thing too is before I got a couple more here is time period. When does this take place? Does this take place after the Power?
Yeah.
But why isn't Goku going Ultra Instinct? Has he not mastered it? Or
by the end he hadn't mastered it yet.
Yeah.
He might by the end of this. Maybe we see Gogeta go fucking Ultra Instinct. I don't know. It's going to be ridiculous. It always is.
Don't tease me like
it's
that.
Fun. It's fun, but it's so over the top, and I acknowledge it, but I love it.
Yeah, and one of the big reveals we talked about was Gogeta. And then...
Who goes Super Saiyan Blue. So he could
go Super Saiyan Blue, so that was pretty sweet. Before we get into what these
She's like, you fucking
image looks like, is Frieza's in it.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I
like that idea.
I get it, but it actually has me kind of worried because if we're gonna do this like in-depth origin of the Saiyans, how long is this fucking movie? Like,
I don't know.
That's got me kind of worried. How much are you gonna stuff an hour?
What are the other ones like Resurrection F? Isn't that like 90 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, is this going to be 2 hours? I know this is getting
maybe they just bypass all the dumb, jokey stuff that's in the first 2 Super movies and just like go straight into the action, straight into the story. Stop with the other stuff. I don't know, but I like the idea of bringing Frieza in because he is the one who wiped out Planet Vegeta, and then bringing him in, it looks like maybe he's fighting side by side again with Goku, which I personally love that.
Yeah, which that makes me. It gives small details because I didn't see a halo above his head.
No,
so that makes me wonder.
Because at the end, the deal was they wish him back to life.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So does this take place after
Absolutely.
the Tournament of Power?
Yeah,
so,
I mean, all the Super has been taking place one after the other.
Yeah,
it's been building on top of each other. We know we're getting a series of this Broly stuff. That's what happens. The movie comes out, then you get like a little series.
Yeah. And I think this would be a cool twist in the movie. It hasn't been denied nor confirmed, but if Broly was the one that destroyed Jiren's planet...
Oh, no, it's a different universe.
Yeah.
It's a different universe.
We don't know.
They
can travel to other universes.
Jiren's universe is in like universe 11 or something, right?
He's a master Broly. They can transfer universes.
Right,
he probably bit-slapped the gods around, was like, take me to that universe.
Well, okay, there's another one. Beerus is in this movie.
Yes.
So, why? Why would Beerus get involved?
And how would the gods not know of this power if they knew where Goku was?
Yeah.
Wait, is that the dragon thingy?
What thingy?
No, it's
Beerus?
Shinron.
Oh.
Beerus
is like the Egyptian cat-looking thing.
Yeah, the purple-looking cat.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It's like really powerful or something like that.
Yeah, he's a god of destruction.
I'll try to close this out, Evan. I know you're just like...
Yeah. I don't know, but
I'm listening.
He's trying. But no, but with Frieza, I want to go back because I love Frieza, man.
Yeah, I love Frieza.
But
I hate that fucking gold
him
version,
fighting
though.
Broly would make sense because like I thought I destroyed the Saiyan race. I thought you two little maggots were the only 2 things left of your entire race, and now you're telling me I missed them. Nah, fuck this. I will help you. I like that idea.
Yeah, and even the trailers too. It seems like they're gonna tease the rise of Frieza again. So what could change in that? And then also Broly's father. Maybe he witnessed.
Broly's a father? He's got a kid?
Broly has a father.
Oh, I thought you said Broly is a father.
No, Broly's father.
Yeah, what's his name? Paragus?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yes.
I think it's
Paragus?
It's something like that, or Pegasus. I'm pretty sure it's Paragus.
But maybe he witnessed Frieza destroy the planet, and he was just like, yeah, that's a motherfucker we need to get right there.
I'm really excited to watch Broly, the original movie, right before I go watch this, just to like compare the differences and see, okay, what did they change?
Yep, so I'm excited about it. Obviously, this film releases December 14th over in Japan, and then it releases over in America January 16th, 2019.
Yeah, with the American dub.
Yep, so, and all the original voice actors from the TV show, and, Sean Schmel and all those guys are coming back to do it. Yep. So fucking pumped, and we're going to see it on the big screen.
I might try and watch the subbed version. After I had to finish Super all subbed, I was
I'll end up watching it in the Japanese version.
Me too.
But I'm going to see it in English.
Invite me over, man.
Yeah, but yeah, here in 2 weeks. January 16th sounds about right. I'll probably give my life in normal, hopefully, because I have a baby coming here in 2 weeks. So I got to go out and see this film. I'm so excited about it.
Absolutely.
But to close this weekly web segment out, Jake, where are we going to hop on here?
We're going to hop on the cosmic treadmill and go some things real quickly.
All right. So if you guys are new to the weekly segment, weekly web up, we actually just news that dropped this week that we didn't focus that much on. We want to give our 15 to 30 second thoughts on it. And first to get this bad boy off is Aquaman is predicted to win the Christmas box office. I knew you were going to start laughing right in the middle of it. So we already got a preview of what Jake's thoughts on this is. Yeah. Man, you're talking about, we've already expressed it's a heavy-hitting weekend. Jake, you buy this shit?
No, dude. Mary Poppins is going to fuck up Aquaman. Hey, yo, I'm Mary Poppins.
And if you guys don't know, that's Jake's movie in the fantasy draft.
It is, but also give me a break. Are you kidding me? Mary Poppins is gonna make so much.
I don't know, man.
Out of the two, Mary Poppins is definitely the one who's gonna be getting closer to $1 billion in Aquaman.
I haven't run into anybody and said, "Hey, James, you going to see the Aquaman?" Nobody's came up to me and said, "James, you going to see that Mary Poppins film?"
Because everybody else will. Everyone's gonna see Mary Poppins. Did you see what Beauty and the Beast did? Dude, this is a Mary Poppins sequel. It's what, 60 years?
This ain't no Lion King or Aladdin, no.
I'm saying this is 60 years in the making.
The original Mary Poppins, though, is in the Aquaman movie. So
who?
Julie Andrews.
Who's she in Aquaman?
She's playing like.
I didn't hear. You didn't hear about that?
Yeah. I don't know the character she's playing or anything, but yeah, she's gonna be in it.
Yeah,
maybe she's old Atlanta. I don't know.
It'd be cool. All but what do you think of Aquaman possibly winning the Christmas box office?
I sure as hell hope. I sure as hell hope. I fucking love this Aquaman movie right now.
Yeah,
just the way it looks.
Except for Jason Momoa.
It's Star Wars underwater. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, but
it's literally Star Wars.
What if it's Last Jedi underwater?
Yeah,
too soon.
Fuck it.
Too soon.
Jason Momoa is going to be Captain Phasma.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, I get it. Aquaman did the smart thing by they're going to release a little bit early. Other theaters. That's the way to get your money. But that weekend, that's a tough call.
Dude, you got you got Bumblebee, you got Mortal Engines, you got Mary Poppins, you got it's gonna be. I'm sorry. Rough. Everyone's gonna be taking a piece of the pie. Not gonna be much for everybody, but I think Mary Poppins outgrosses Aquaman.
Yeah, Bumblebee will come out on top on that weekend. You know,
it'll probably end up being like that. I just want to be hopeful.
I just felt your eye roll.
No, I mean it's actually possible. It's a Transformers.
So
I don't think it's going. I don't think that will do well in America. I think it's
going to do really well because it's not Michael Bay. It's Travis Knight, I think. I'm
feeling the heart from it.
Plus, it's also got the Generation 1 look and feel to these characters. I think this is what people have been wanting from Transformers.
Walking Dead mid-season finale was Sunday. Jake, you want to skip over you?
Oh, shit. I didn't watch it.
Nobody did.
Take it away. So, I will say, in a positive note, the mid-season finale for The Walking Dead, spoilers are coming if you have not seen the mid-season finale.
I haven't seen anything since season 5.
They were Negan getting out. That was actually really cool, breaking out of the prison, so that was pretty sweet. And then also killing off Jesus. That was a very surprising death.
Fucking Romans.
The transition away from Rick leaving The Walking Dead, I didn't think it was possible, but I will say this is a solid transition of you're building up new characters. I thought Judas was very well done. But yeah, it just seems like you're going in a positive direction, and it actually has me interested for this next season. So the teaser...
You got him sleeping over here.
And the whispers are coming into it, and if everybody's familiar with the comic books, they play a big arc, but like I said, the still pissing off factor is that we're not going to see Rick go against the whispers. But good, solid mid-season finale. I'm actually really excited what they bring with this second part of the season. Yeah. All right.
So I regret when you host.
And the new Hellboy image releases, and with that, Neil Marshall, who's the director of Hellboy, said it's going to be more violent and bloody. And then also Mike Mignola said, when in doubt, go back to the source material. From these quotes, and then also your thoughts on the image.
The image, I think the face prosthetics still look wonky to me. They don't look right. But I don't know. From that leaked trailer we saw, I didn't get bloody and gory and violent from that. But I mean, it could have some good stuff. It could have some good action. I mean, sure. But I don't know. I'm starting to lose a little faith in this movie.
Evan.
Pretty much the same thing he said. I probably word for word what he said. Back up.
I seen we talked about the trailer and stuff. I think David Harbour sounds great as Hellboy. I think he looks great. We've obviously had the touched up, very photoshopped poster and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe post production they're going to clean it up. Yeah, the photo of him running down the hallway. It didn't look terrible, but it wasn't like, oh my god. It's basically like seeing Jason Momoa without his shirt off standing in the hallway in Aquaman first look image. wow, never seen that before. So I don't get it. It just it wasn't an exciting image. He wasn't doing anything crazy. He was just running down a hallway.
Something about the mouth and the face prosthetics. Something just doesn't look right to me. But,
as far as what Neil Marshall said, more violent and bloody. Cool, yeah, we know we're getting a rated R Hellboy. That just, definitely just contributes to the being a rated R.
You're also getting the director of The Descent. So, I mean, it's like, okay, it'll be...
Yeah, and then you have Mike Mignola says, when in doubt, go back to the source material, which that makes me very excited.
I feel like that's just him going to Neil Marshall, like, hey, motherfucker, I already wrote this movie for you.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, it just like, and that's a good thing. It's like, could that backfire because the transition over to a feature film... like the Todd McFarlane has us very worried with this, Spawn movie. We'll see how it turns out, but we'll see how Hellboy turns out. I
want Hellboy to be good, but
me too.
That first leak trailer had me. I don't know.
And basically, with the Justice League Snyder cut, that's never going to happen. Snyder still keeps releasing images about this movie, and he actually gave us a look at Darkseid in the Justice League film that we'll never see. Jake.
Why the fuck are we still talking about Zack Snyder? Why are we talking? This guy hasn't been relevant in over 2.5 years. Who gives a shit? Like, stop teasing shit up from a movie that we're never gonna see. No one cares about. No one wants. I don't care. I don't care. Why are we still talking about this guy? I'm sorry. If you go make another movie and it's good, good for you, Snyder. Good. Stop talking about fucking Justice League in a stupid ass hieroglyph ruined version of Darkseid. No one gives a shit. Yeah. Please, can we move on from Justice League? I'm so sick of talking about these failed fucking movies.
I will back him up on that. It's like we're talking about these movies that have already failed, and I don't know why we're still talking about them. Yep. I think Snyder is at this point just trying to get a little bit of sympathy, I guess, or try to get some this could have been, but it didn't.
Yeah,
or something like that.
It feels like a bad breakup, and it's like,
don't take it. That was mine.
It's like the boyfriend is like, I'm trying to keep all my friends from siding with you. It's like I had this vision, and the fucking studio, they took it from me. So here's all the cool stuff I would have done.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't care.
It seems.
I will say though, I do like I like Zack Snyder. I love Zack Snyder for his. It's just there's certain things about Zack Snyder I like, his tone and just the way he does certain things. Some things though I don't like.
Yeah, 300 was awesome. I like 300 a lot.
I like Man of Steel.
I'm 50-50 on Man of Steel, and I kind of liked Watchmen. Watchmen's
shit, Watchmen.
Yeah,
Watchmen's
okay.
I think I will agree. There's aspects about Zack Snyder I like his cinematography. He's very good at that. His set pieces, he puts a lot of detail into it. I really respect that when directors do that. But he can't tell a fucking structured story with the shit.
We are caught in the middle of a bad breakup, and I'm so sick of being those friends. Those friends are like, hey, I won you in the divorce, okay?
Yeah, and Warner Brothers is trying to do the sloppy breakup. Like, fucking go away. Just go away.
Seriously.
And he still keeps
moved on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Zack Snyder needs to do. Dude, it didn't work out. Shit happens. Stop.
And I am truly sincerely sorry about his daughter. I really am. I know it's probably fucks you up hardcore, but please leave the DC universe alone. Well, just let us all move on.
Yeah, and I get it. There's just like the James Gunn thing. You have your fan base out there, and everybody's rooting for it. But just like I said, everybody gets really mad. But like I said with the James Gunn situation, James Gunn is not getting rehired.
And he isn't out there campaigning for it either. He's like, I got more work to do, guys. Exactly. I'm moving on with my life.
It's just just move the fuck on.
R.I.P. James Gunn.
Yeah.
R.I.P. GOTG Daddy.
I'm fine with it. We need some new blood in there. All right, what else?
That.
All right, so the Black Panther is actually Disney is actually going to submit it to push for the Academy for the Oscars. Jake, your thoughts?
I don't think it has a chance of help winning, but I think the Academy, with all this kind of social awareness lately, would be stupid not to at least put it as a nomination. I don't think it has any chance of winning, but they'd basically be called racist if you didn't let it be nominated, so just let it be nominated. Leave it at that. It's not going to win.
What would it be nominated for?
Best Picture.
Sure as hell wouldn't be for visual effects.
Yeah, that's true. It wouldn't. But I think they're nominated for Best Picture, and fine. More power to you. Whatever. It's not going to win. I don't care.
We've reviewed this. You can go back and listen to our review in the past for Black Panther. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not a Best Picture nominated film. Maybe this is a straw maybe because I am hardcore about the Oscars and there's a lot of brilliant films out there. Maybe adapted screenplay. maybe it might get a
Now,
nomination.
if Logan couldn't win that, then no.
Exactly. Well, not winning. I'm saying a nomination.
Okay.
They can
But
do- I mean, they can
Best Picture, there's so many flaws in that movie. There's no way for Best Picture. You know what you have to do to get Best Picture?
Yeah,
I get it, people.
You gotta fuck a fish.
I'm just, I like.
I mean, they could do maybe,
Touche.
They could do like costume design, maybe. There's been other comic book films that are absolute dog shit.
I mean, Suicide Squad won, so shit, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything's possible, but
And like I said,
if you're going with something that would be somewhat reasonable, I feel like that would be what you should push
yeah,
for.
and
best costume design wouldn't be bad.
I love comic book films. I love. There's only been 2 fucking movies I've ever said that had contention at the fucking Oscars, and that was The Dark Knight
Yep.
and fucking Logan.
Yep.
Only 2 films. And how many comic books films have been out since 2008?
Oh, Jesus.
A shitload.
Yeah.
And I'm saying Black Panther is not a Oscar film.
Oh.
I love fucking comic book films. I loved Black Panther. It's not an Oscar film.
It's not.
End of story. I just as hard as that pill is to swallow, that's what it is. All right,
Swallow it.
moving on. Kingsman prequel actually casts as Rice Ethan?
Rice
Fuck.
Ethan, yeah.
Yeah, and Daniel Bruhl and then Charles Dance. For the Kingsman, it's basically a prequel called The Great Game, and it's actually going to be a period drama.
That sounds cool to me. Does Matthew Vaughn back?
Yes.
Okay, it sounds cool to me. Keep Channing Tatum out of there. Cool, whatever.
Yeah, cool, I guess.
I think if you don't take it so over the top the way you did with Kingsman and the Golden Circle, you kind of reel back that like ridiculousness. Yeah, you could have a cool little flick on your hands.
Yeah, and a lot of the big question coming out of this casting, this prequel, and all that stuff, are they
Daniel
gonna,
Bruhl, that's
they're-
awesome.
Yeah, they're still going to do a Kingsman 3, but he's doing this first. But by far, these castings, this is fucking
Yeah,
fantastic.
this is
Daniel
got-
Bruhl is in it. I fucking love the actress.
Rice
That
Ethan
Charles
is
Dance
a-
from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So, yeah, this sounds great, and it's going to be a period drama. We're going to see the origin of the Kingsman, and then also, a period drama. They were talking like World War One. I fucking love that.
Yeah,
it'd be
great.
freaking sweet.
Is
So-
Rice a fan? Now, is he the guy?
He's-
Is he the Indian dude from the Amazing Spider-Man 1?
No, he is.
Or is he
actually
the kicker dude from the Replacements?
The Replacements.
Okay,
There you go. You got
Let's
it.
say,
Damn.
their names are very similar. I was getting mixed up, but okay.
Put the ball down. I'll
Yeah.
kick the bloody piss out of it.
Yeah.
Love that.
I'm watery.
Fucking love that movie.
I'm bloody Welsh. Sorry, let's go.
But yeah, this sounds awesome, and I'm all for it, and totally agree. Keep Channing Tatum out of there. We are getting a Kingsman 3, but he's doing this first.
Let's
And
also keep Channing Tatum out of there.
yeah, and Matthew Vaughn feels very passionate about this. This has me excited. I was not a big fan of Kingsman 2. Not the worst movie I've seen, but that was actually my biggest
Pretty
disappointment of
bad.
2017.
Pretty bad.
So, moving on, the final one we want to tackle here is there was a recent Q&A with the Russo brothers this week.
Yes.
And I wanted to take some of the highlights. We're not going to cover every single one, but you guys can pick one or a couple out of here that you want to talk about that actually caught your
I'm
ear.
going to go ding, ding, ding. I wanna talk
Hugo
about
Weaving asked to return, but denied, and then Ross
I already knew that.
Mars McWad is actually, who filled in from the film. Loki is 100% dead.
That one.
Thank-
That one right there. That's a bunch of shit. That's a bunch of shit.
Wait your
that.
turn.
I already knew it.
Thanos didn't beat Hulk with the Power Stone. X-Men characters, Disney is going to do a slow transition, which, they're going to take their time with it. They scrapped the ideas to shoot both the films back to back. Another scene with Tony and Pepper were shot, but did not make the film. They wanted a Secret Wars movie instead, but they will return to do a Secret Wars movie in the future if that's the only thing the Russo brothers would return for. 3 drafts were written for the film. Red Skull is a ghost. Stormbreaker is not more powerful than the Infinity Gauntlet. There was an actual different ending. Beta Ray Bill will join the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 delay did not change Avengers 4. More diversity in the future films, and the Russos aren't involved in the limited Disney Play series on Disney Play. And from those little
Go ahead on
bullet
Loki.
points,
Go ahead.
Go ahead on Loki.
No, I'll let him go.
Jake,
No,
you
you're
go.
fine. Okay, fine. I'll go on Loki. I'll just segue it for you. I already knew that. I wasn't expecting the guy to come back. I figured that his series was going to be a prequel to Infinity War anyway. I think there's a lot of material for you to cover, but I knew Loki was dead. I'm sorry.
Evan.
I mean, I knew it too, but it still pisses me off
Is there any other bullet points you want to tackle?
Oh yeah, Beta Ray Bill in the MCU. Fucking bring it on, dude. Yes.
Yeah, we got a little teaser
about
Thor
that.
Ragnarok.
We did with his head. Yeah,
fucking awesome.
I'm so into that idea. If for some reason Hemsworth as Thor is done, bring on Beta Ray, dude. Bring him on.
That'd be awesome. Any other bullet points that caught you?
The different ending. That was intriguing, just to see what direction they would have went with it.
I'm glad you picked
Well,
that
did you know they actually shot a scene where Gamora throws Thanos off the ledge too? Just
really?
To fuck with, just to fuck with the actors. Yeah, because I guess no actor had the entire script at any point.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. That's kind of like The Walking Dead when they filmed Negan.
Stop with The Walking Dead.
Negan killed everybody
Yeah,
with a bat,
Jesus.
not to do the spoilers. Sorry.
Well, what was it?
The ending? Separate ending?
Yeah, I lost. I lost my train of thought.
Well,
Yes, I got it. So it's like the scene you brought that up, the thing about Gamora throwing off Thanos off the ledge. There's that scene in Infinity War where Gamora supposedly kills Thanos, but it's just him using the Reality Stone. It's sort of like that. I don't know why I brought it up. But
well, I'm glad they didn't go with a different ending because I thought that was very like Empire Strikes Back kind of.
Well, they even said that it was during the process of making the film was when they realized this was a Thanos movie, which is why there was an alternate ending that they shot, and then the one they went with. And I also because it's a Thanos film.
I also just realized I forgot to add this that they almost had Thanos actually narrate the movie.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I'm glad they took that out because yes, you can say Sin City did the same thing, but it just shows that Thanos doesn't die in the end, and basically that was a spoiler.
Yeah, if he's there to narrate the movie, then he's there by the end.
Yeah, and I guess you could use an example of Sin City, died, and then he narrated the voice. Yeah, I get that too.
But that's a very noir.
Yeah, so I'm glad they took that out. So that was cool. I thought it was very interesting. They said that Red Skull was a ghost.
I don't know because. If he had all these abilities and he's floating and shit,
well, that's what I mean.
Obviously,
that makes sense.
Either it gave him powers or he's just
been watching.
But they basically explained that he is trapped. He was trapped in this. Basically, he was just deteriorated in the Soul Stone. So maybe a physical presence, the Soul Stone just wanted to make in that scene.
He's like a projection of the Soul Stone.
Exactly. Yeah. It just happened to pick the Red Skull.
Yeah.
So
the last two things I want to talk about is one. I don't know why this is even up for contention, but the Thanos beat Hulk with the Power Stone.
Oh, no, that's not. Yeah.
Why? No, he didn't. That's the thing. They're like, everyone's like, he only beat Hulk because of the Power Stone. No, he didn't.
No.
The dude just beat the shit out of Hulk because he knows how to fight.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't I throw a guy in there who's just a big, burly son of a bitch who just look like I don't want to fight with him, and throw him in a ring with a fucking MMA fighter and just see what happens. I'm pretty sure big burly dude's just gonna go down if the guy knows what he's doing. And then the other one is, who the fuck thought Stormbreaker was more powerful than the Infinity Gauntlet?
Well, I thought maybe when Thanos got all the Infinity Stones and he shot that blast.
I think it just caught him off guard and he just kind of reacted. That's how I looked at it. But
the abilities of the Infinity Gauntlet itself are limitless.
He's gonna say, what's Stormbreaker like? Oh, okay, if it's more powerful than the Infinity Gauntlet, just bring him back, whip that shit around. Who thought that?
Yeah, and one of the things pointing out not shocked by that is the 3 drafts. I know in Civil War there was 3 different drafts.
There's always 3 drafts.
One without Spider-Man, one with Spider-Man, and one
Venom had 9 drafts.
Yeah, and one without Black Panther. There's always drafts. Yeah. That's another nod to how well structured Disney is. They always have the backup plans in the direction. Just like they said, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 did not delay Avengers 4. Yeah, no shit, because they probably have, hey, if this happens, we know what to do. So,
the one thing I like that the Russos also says that they don't have many deleted scenes in their movies because they're such precise filmmakers that they pretty much know exactly what they want to go in the film.
Yep.
There's not a bunch of deleted scenes because they know exactly what they want out of their film, and I think that's great. And they have proven themselves. They're great directors.
Yep. They're 3 for 3 in my book.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee they're about to be 4 for 4.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
And the final one I just want to point out was addressing the X-Men characters coming into the MCU. Great. That's what I wanted. I even said possibly not even until Phase 5 you introduce the X-Men characters. You take your time with this. Yes, they acquired Fox. And I know everybody's all antsy about the X-Men coming over the Avengers. It's a slow process. They have a plan. There's no need to fucking leapfrog over everything. What it
sounds to me like is they're going to slowly integrate these characters outside of like a solo movie. Like we could see Wolverine show up in another movie. They won't even explain who the fuck he is. He's just a guy with powers. Okay, cool. We just need somebody who can do what you do. And then later on, you're like, oh, it's Wolverine needs a mutant.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I hope they do with like the Fantastic Four or something.
Sounds like a slow integration.
I don't really give a shit about the Fantastic Four.
Cool. I do. I want Fantastic Four.
I do too. Thank you.
I want more than the X-Men.
I think you explained it very perfectly that it's very a bad taste in everybody's mouth because of the 2 films that we've got of the Fantastic Four, and I think with the MCU is okay. These are 2 bad tasting films, so fucking knock it out of the park and show that you can do anything.
Yeah. Plus, you get Doom, you get Silver Surfer, you get Galactus, you get Annihilus, you get so many different elements with the Fantastic Four. I think everyone's bored by the Fantastic Four because of the movies. You make a good Fantastic Four movie, you have a quick right there fan favorite movie.
Yep.
You will, because you'll have Ant-Man kind of meets the Incredibles live action. That's what you're gonna have. People are gonna fall in love with that movie if it's done right.
Yep, sweet. All right, guys, but that's all we had for the weekly web up for this. Thank you, Evan.
I'm out of web fluid.
Thanks for letting me be your substitute.
Yep, definitely, and fuck Josh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah. Fuck you.
You are in our bullpen for sure.
Yep.
And thanks, Jake, for being here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're welcome.
But yeah, guys, like always, we appreciate you staying this far. Let us know in the comments below if any of the subjects that we tackled today you wanted to give a comment on. Anything the Russo brothers pointed out you wanted, got it covered. So,
were we right? Were we wrong on anything? Let us know. We are out.
Well, we're right.